Hey guys, Justice Eagan here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. What I'm about to share with you is a recorded training call I did on some of the factors that it takes to have MLM success. Now, if you like what you hear, I encourage you to comment below, and if you'd like to find out more about how you can get trained by me personally, click the link below this video. Enjoy the recording.
All right, guys, we have a fantastic turnout on this President's Day dating a holiday in the United States. A lot of people who normally listen to the recordings, I suspect, are able to come on live. So I want to thank everyone who came out early and said hello to me, introduce themselves, tell me where you're calling from. It gives us a chance to get to know each other and connect. And just say a real quick hey, makes it a little bit more personal in these calls. Today is Monday, February the 18th, 2013, and I'm going to bring out our host right now, and hopefully one of us can remember to mention the training calls that are coming up and webinars that are coming up the rest of this week. This is L4 guy in my list of the former MMT member, and he is one of the two hosts of the 100-Day Business Builder Challenge. If you're at the mastery level and at least a 3-month membership, you are eligible to participate in that program. And if you're eligible and not participating, I would really strongly recommend that you get involved in that program, because these are the types of things that change lives and change businesses very quickly, and you don't want to miss out. This guy is awesome. He's excited. When he starts talking, his energy gets me going even more than I already am. So let's bring out our guy, Justice Eagan. Justice, where are you?
Can you hear me, Mary?
Hey, I knew you were there. Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Great. Have a good weekend?
Yeah, fantastic weekend. Really excited for this upcoming weekend. I'm going to share with everybody why. I got a quick question for you. Yeah, I want to make sure we talk about the calls on, the upcoming calls. I know that we have a new is it Tuesday night's the hangout night, right?
Yes, 9 o'clock p.m.
9 p.m. All right, great. I didn't want to misinform anybody on that one. I know I've jumped on it once or twice. I just, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Excellent. Well, I am ready to rock. Thank you so much for that unbelievable introduction.
You're welcome. I'm going to mute up now, and you let me know if you need anything.
Awesome. Thanks, Mary. All right, guys. Well, from the sounds of it, we have a really packed call today, which excites me a great deal. A huge shout out, first of all, to Dean and Mary. I mean, these guys are so awesome. Their consistency, they're hosting this call. I mean, they told me this story, and we're not going to get into it. They told me the story about how they started hosting this call, and how they just kind of fell into it, and then it became their thing. And they are really a huge part of why this call is so popular now, why it's so attended, and why we love doing them. I mean, we love being on here every morning, guys, for you. Okay, because we want to share with you the things that helped us break through in our business, and we want to share with you, we want to connect with you so that you understand, okay, how close you really are and you understand how achievable this is. So first things first today, guys, let's talk about those calls, okay? The new Hangout has been really awesome. I've sat in on one. Really great, valuable stuff for you guys. And, I know everybody's got different schedules, so I love the fact that there's something now Tuesday night and Wednesday night for those that can't make both or can't make one or whatever the case may be. And as usual, you got to make sure that you get on these Wednesday night webinars. I mean, this is where you get the goods, guys. This is where you get the marketing goods. This is where you get some great mindset stuff. I'm telling you, there's the top earners, the top MLSP earners in this system, in this industry, are still on that call regularly. Okay, they still get on that webinar. So if you're missing it, if they're making all this money, okay, breaking through, having success, but you're missing it, if you're available, of course, at least go watch the recording if you can't make it on Wednesday night. If you're missing it, I think you really need to step back and think about this and jump in there and get that information consistently. So let's talk for a minute, guys. If you are in front of your computer, I want you to go over to the MLSP fan page. Because I've just posted asking who's on this call with us today. I want to hear from you. We want to know if it's your first time on the call. And I want you to stay on the fan page because I want a little interaction today. There's a point in what I want to talk about today when I have a question for you. And I want you to answer that question because I want to see how you're thinking in reference to what I have to say and what I have to share today. So Guys, this is a really, really exciting day for me, and it's very coincidental. I mean, I scheduled this call a little while back, and I can't tell you how incredible it is that I get to share this with you here today, and that all these things just continue to fall into place the way they have. For those of you, and I'm sure with the holiday, a lot of you are on here for the first time, or some maybe listen to the recordings. A lot of you maybe haven't heard me speak on these calls before. So I just want to give you a little insight, okay? And I'm not going to go into my whole story, but I just want you to know that I found this industry. I mean, we're in mid-February now. I found this industry 2 years ago. Okay, I got introduced to network marketing 2 years ago. And at the time, I was incredibly broke. I was waiting tables. I was really, really struggling. I was unhappy. I was unhappy in my life. I was unhappy in my relationship. I was devastated financially. And this industry just opened my eyes. I got introduced to a company and I just tossed and turned at night. It really, really resonated with me. And I don't talk about this stuff too much, but when I talk about my story, but today I want to talk to you about it. I mean, we've all been met with rejection. We've all had people fight us when we get into this industry, and I really had people fighting me. Okay, I lived with somebody who basically told me I was grasping at straws, that this was a total scam. Okay, that it was time for me to stop being such a loser. Okay, be a man. Get out there and do something that's responsible and make something of my life. Okay, now I had a pretty decent professional background, guys. I was at a low point for sure, but it wasn't like I was this bum, for 32 years of my life. I had pushed really hard and I had done some great things. And when I reflect on these things, I realize that they weren't the path I wanted in my life. That wasn't the path I wanted for my life. But that's what I was up against, guys. And the reason I share that with you is because I know that some of you are up against that, okay? I know that I mean, I had people that were friends with me that wanted me to do other things that are telling me, oh, you're making such a big mistake, and, I can't believe you're doing this, and when are you going to pull your head out of your you-know-what, get it straight? Like, come on, Justice, snap out of it. Stop with the pipe dreams, okay? And guys, that version, I mean, me telling you that's the kind version, okay? And, I tell you this because I know there are people out there that are experiencing this right now. Okay? So I started making some necessary changes, and about maybe 5 months later, 6 months later, I finally dove into MLSP. Okay? And I started working. It was a slow thing for me, guys, okay? It was a slow thing. But it was about 1 year ago now, okay? So my first year into the industry, about 6 months into MLSP, I had what I called my first breakthrough month. Okay, I did about, I want to say total, I think I did just over $600 in commissions. And that month and that time when that happened, I made a commitment. I said, you know what? And I had loads and loads of debt, guys, and I was working my butt off. And I said, 10 months from now, I'm quitting my job. Okay, that's the goal. That's where I'm going. That's what I want. And I pushed hard. And I'm going to tell you something. I fell a little behind. 10 months would have been January 1st, right? And I went down to part-time in my job. For those of you who don't know, I was still working up till now. And I was working part-time and they were paying full-time insurance. So I had this little excuse in my head. I said, you know what? I'm going to hang on to this until they give me a difficult time about my insurance. Right? That's what I'm going to do. And, I was traveling recently and I was coming home and I met up with some people and we had conversations and I was rereading the 4-Hour Work Week, which is a book that just changed my life. And I said, you know what, Justice, stop making excuses. You don't belong in this job. Who cares? Part-time, whatever. 2 days a week is not some safety net. So quit. Okay? Plain and simple. Fire your boss. That's what we get in here to do, right, guys? Fire your boss. So, I made a decision that I was going to quit, and the next day I walked in the door and they came up to me and they said, Justice, we've got a problem. You're not making enough hours for insurance. You got to bring your hours up by the end of March. And I said, okay, well, here's the deal, guys. I'm not going to be here at the end of March. So I did it, guys. Okay? And I get to share that with you here today. No, I've set the dates. I've told them it's over. Okay. I have fired my boss. Okay. 2 years ago, people were telling me I was a loser. Do you get that? 2 years ago, everybody was telling me I was crazy. And now I sit here today, okay, the first Monday where I have my week planned out as a full-time, okay, 100% all in home business owner and entrepreneur. Is that powerful stuff, guys? Would you struggle for 2 years to be able to get on here and say that? I mean, I would have struggled for another 2 years to be able to get on here and say that. Now, the reason what I'm leading up to here, guys, is I've really had an incredible weekend. And yesterday I sat down with an accountability partner of mine, we just mapped out what has to be done. How do I take my business to the next level? Okay, how do I take it from here to twice as much as here 90 days from now? How do I explode this thing? How do I take it? I mean, and guys, I'm happy with where I'm at. Okay, I want you to understand that. But how do we just take it farther? Okay, now this is where I want some interaction with you on the fan page. Because for those of you who are familiar with me, this will sound like a repeat. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a traffic guy. Okay, I've done all this SEO and YouTube marketing, and I'm really a video marketer at heart. And I've learned how to drive this massive traffic, and I get leads and sales and commissions really on demand. Okay, I'm not a huge prospector. I mean, I'm not afraid of the phone by any means, and I spend my time on the phone. But that's my thing, right? I love to do videos. I love to create content, put it out there, drive loads and loads of traffic, and I love these automated sales that come in, and I want to take all that to the next level. So I want you to go on the fan page right now, and I want you to tell me what you think I'm going to do that. What's in my plan? If you were me and you wanted to drive more traffic, leads, and sales, and you were a video marketer, what would you do? Okay, if you wanted to take your business to the next level, what would you do if you were me? Okay, and I'm going over to the fan page now, guys. I don't want to hold this call up for the sake of this. So, guys, if it's in your gut, please participate. I'd love to hear what you think. I have on my list here. I have on my new plan. So let's see what we got here. All right, who's going to be the first one, guys? I want to head over to the fan page, and if we don't get anybody on there, I know there's loads of people on this call, so you don't have to have the right answer, okay? You don't have to know what the answer is, but I want to hear what your thoughts are. If you were me, if you had to, if your business was building the way I build mine, what would be the next step? All right, more of the same, okay? I would do videos every day if I wanted to drive traffic. Monetize your videos. I walked away and fired my boss before I success because I believed 100% that I could make this work. You know what, Kevin? And I love that you said that because I realized something. And I realized that I was kidding myself. Okay? That not walking away was a disservice to you guys. It was a disservice to me. It was a disservice to my team. Okay, because it really is just about belief. It's really about, hey, I'm going to make this work. You have to create that void. Now, a little disclaimer here. I'm not telling all you to run out and quit your job. I mean, you got to make these decisions for yourself. But Kevin, I agree with you 1,000%. And, when I reflected on that train of thought, that's how I ended up, saying, Justice, you're crazy. What are you doing? Just get out. Right? Stick with the strategy. Don't move laterally. I love you guys. Stay in phase one. Justice, video blog. Okay, more of the same. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. And I'm so glad that you guys answered the way you answered because I wanted to prove a point and I knew the way you guys were going to answer this question. Okay, now granted, I kind of guided you into this answer by laying the foundation, telling you I love my traffic, leads, sales, and videos. So if you want to get a little prospecting nugget out of this call, okay, it's that you can control the conversation. You can create your prospect's, answer, right? And in this case, guys, I kind of led you down this road because I wanted to make a point. Okay, now I want to tell you what I worked in, my main focus here, working in over the next, many, many weeks and months. Okay, personal development, exercise, building better habits for productivity, and establishing a bigger vision. Okay, guys? Now, the funny part is as a video marketer, everybody would think, and rightfully so, because this is the way I would think for a long time. More videos, more traffic, more leads. Guys, that stuff is a byproduct of becoming great, of bettering yourself, of working on yourself. Okay? And, it's time. And I know, okay, and I focus on personal development. This is all part of what I've already done, but I know I need to put it into a hardcore schedule, okay, and make it the cornerstone of what I do. Exercise, personal development, productivity, and vision. Okay, guys, I need to build. I've spent so much time on this, and I will continue to spend time on it. It is time. I don't have the fire your boss vision anymore. Okay, guys? Now it's about getting out there and being great, about helping more people, about inspiring people. Okay? About having my story be something that touches the lives of as many people as possible. Because it's real. It can be done. Okay? Now, I want to talk to you for a minute about a quick video I cut when I was in Dallas this weekend. I was really had some unbelievable training out there, and I had kind of an aha moment, and it wasn't something that I didn't know, but it brought it to the forefront, and I found some clarity. Okay, and what I realized is that we all come to the internet for a couple of reasons. Okay, we come here. A lot of people come here. Because they want to build a massive business, and they understand the internet is part of today's world, and MLSP, what it provides, is incredible, right? A lot of people, myself included, I came here out of weakness. I came here because I didn't have the confidence to talk to people. I came here because I was looking for a shortcut, another way. Okay, now what I realized is that shortcut doesn't exist. Okay. Now that's not discounting what MLSP is. MLSP, I owe everything to MLSP. I mean, this system is the most unbelievable system on the web in our niche. Okay. But what the point I'm making is that MLSP isn't any more a shortcut than anything else. Okay. That there's no system that's going to make you great. Okay. There's no system. There's no string of videos that's going to make you an inspiration to other people. There's no strategy, no marketing effort, no paid advertisement, you guys, and this is what I want to drive home here, okay? That this is about who you become. This is about growing. This is about taking the person that was depressed, that felt beaten down, that everybody told me I was crazy, guys. The people closest to me were telling me right to my face that I was a loser. Okay? I mean, that's where I started, and I didn't get here because of videos. I didn't get here because of a system. Okay? I fired my boss because I made a commitment to grow. I made a commitment to take responsibility for my life and recognize that I was where I was because of decisions I had made. Okay, so when I ask how am I going to double my business? I'm going to double my growth, guys. I'm going to become something bigger and greater. I'm going to inspire more people. Am I going to make videos? Yes. Am I going to keep practicing SEO? Yes. Am I going to keep, using the MLSP system? Absolutely. But I just want you guys to realize something that you cannot skip that. Okay, that if you lack the confidence, if you are looking for a shortcut, if you're here out of weakness, if you're not the person, if you're not getting the results, if your business is not going where you want it to go, you need to stop. You need to recognize that you need to become the successful business person. Okay, and it's not out of some strategy or some training or some trick or some system or some shortcut. Okay, guys, it's a commitment. Now I know that everybody doesn't have full-time hours to dedicate to this stuff because I didn't either. Okay, I started with a little personal development in my car. I started with a little exercise a couple times a week. That's where it starts. It doesn't matter where it starts. It matters that it does start. Okay, That's when you're going to be making videos every day. That's when you're going to, be creating blog posts or managing or getting out there and building relationships on Facebook or making your prospecting calls. Guys, it starts there. You have to become something better. Okay? And the beauty is that this tool we have here, the internet, okay, and what MLSP, this platform for exposure that MLSP has provided, okay, when you grow, when you have these successes, when you have these stories of triumph, the internet becomes the platform for you to share it with more people and reach more people and inspire more people, guys. That's what this is all about. Okay? That's why we do this. That's why I do it. Okay, because I didn't want to live the way I lived anymore. I didn't want to feel like a loser. I didn't want to be down. I didn't want to struggle. Okay, but what I wanted was to show anybody that it could be done. What I wanted was to show anybody that it didn't matter where you were at, didn't matter what your job was, didn't matter how broke you were, didn't matter what skills you didn't have. I don't care if you don't even have a Facebook account. Okay, we all started someplace. Anything you've done in your life, you had to learn it. Okay, the bottom line is this. Your story, you becoming something better, okay, that story is meant to touch somebody. And the internet is the platform through which we can have it touch so many more people. Okay, but you can't create that story without starting with you. Okay, you can't create, the MLSP can't create that story for you. No video marketing strategy or solo ad or Facebook PPC strategy can do that for you. It can't make you great. It can't build you up. And that is why, guys, I'm going to say it again. If I want to double my business, I'm going to double my effort. I'm going to double my effort into me. Okay, so that I can get out there and I can inspire more people and that I can touch the people in my life, the people that aren't yet in my life. Okay? Have a bigger vision. Now, what you ultimately become here, guys, this process, it's everything. Okay? Now, when you hear the enthusiasm in my voice, when you hear, it's because I live it. Okay, guys? It doesn't matter if you're part-time. It doesn't matter if you do this 5 hours a week, 2 hours a week, 10 hours a week. It doesn't matter. You have to live it. This is real. Okay, you have to start working on yourself and realize that you're going to become something huge. One of my best friends, who's a partner of mine, these things just keep falling into place. He texted me today and he just said, "Let's be great, Justice. Let's be great." What better way? What better way to start the day than to think like that? I'm going to be great. I'm going to touch lives. If people are in your face about how terrible your idea is or, all these negative things, well, prove them wrong, guys, because they are wrong. Okay, I'm sitting here telling you right now they're wrong. This, guys, is going to be the difference maker. Who you become, what you become, that is going to attract the most unbelievable things into your life. Guys, I hear Frank Marino, I love when he says this, when he talks about this stuff, and he said, "I used to think it was a bunch of hocus pocus, but then I realized how powerful it was." I am telling you guys, I am living proof. Each and every day, I attract more and more wonderful things into my life based on who I become. And I'm going to tell you something. It makes me feel like it drives me. It drives me to be greater, and I want you to find that drive in this call today. Okay? This is just the beginning. It is, I fire my boss today, where I am in a year, guys. I want you there with me. I want you either firing your boss or I want you running past me. Guys, it is very, very real. And I just, I hope that I hope I drove it home today. I hope that you realize, that this confidence, this enthusiasm, walking around with this passion for what you're doing, it's not a switch you flip. It's consistent behavior. It's diving into this. It's living it. Okay? And when you live it, you know who lives it? I love Brian Finale. If you were on this call, Brian Finale lives it. Okay? I was had such a great experience. I was so lucky being out in Dallas for an event recently, just last weekend. And the guys from MLSP, Brian and Todd, were down in town in Dallas also. So we all went out. And I'm going to tell you something. I got tagged with this photo on Facebook, right? Where, I got tagged with this photo of a bunch of us. Me, Adam Chandler, Ashley Hendricks, Todd, and Brian. We're all out having a blast, right? And I got tagged with this photo, and in this photo, Brian Finelli's smile is just like electric. I mean, he is charged up, guys. And what I want you to realize is that charge isn't manufactured. Okay, that charge isn't some marketing message, or it's not some, it's not something it's not from some energy drink. Okay, that charge is from his passion, is from the energy he gets from getting better and better and better and helping more people and becoming great. Okay, that charge is from all the things he feeds himself and the fact that he lives it. Okay, guys. So, I mean, we're running almost half past the hour here. I'm going to bring it over to the fan page, but I just want you guys to think about that. It's time to start living it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you have the hours to plan or not. It doesn't matter whether you have this massive schedule, because I'm looking at it for the first time. My schedule changed today. Okay, and it doesn't mean that today's the day I start living it. Okay, I've always lived it, but now I'm taking it to a whole nother level. And I want you guys to realize that's how you're going to grow your business. Okay, is by growing you, by becoming great, by living this, by feeling it, by letting this run through your veins. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the call today, guys. I'm super fired up. I mean, this is just a whole new door for me. This is a whole new time in my business, in my life. I've never been happier, and I've never been more excited to share this stuff with you guys, to serve the community, and to just keep growing and inspiring people in this industry. So I want to see you over on the fan page. Can't wait to connect with you, chat with you. I will see you on the next call, guys.